Stetson Fruit Loop Bennett should not play anymore. He made the worst mistakes. He better not be to start. He's your starter. I mean, I don't know what else there is to say. He's our starter. He's the quarterback. Listen, he threw a pick six. It was 38-7. JT Daniels didn't even grab his helmet. Stetson Bennett came right back out. Stetson Bennett's the quarterback for Georgia, like it or not. And if Georgia plays Alabama again, I'd probably pick Alabama. Alabama's just a better team than Georgia with Stetson Bennett. It just is what it is. I don't know what else there is to say. He's your quarterback. He doesn't really have any pre-snap ability. His ability to read a defense is okay, but it is what it is. What else? He is mobile, but he can't really make too many plays with his arm. The receivers, I thought, played fine in this game. A couple times they were getting locked up, but Stetson Bennett was just not delivering the ball when it was needed. Georgia is not at. Georgia got blown out though. So this committee loves Cincinnati. I'm telling you that. So I expect it to be 1 Bama, 2 Michigan, 3 Cincinnati, 4 Georgia. Unless they actually do not want a rematch, then they'll put Georgia at 3. But I really think Georgia's in. As a Dog fan, leave us out of the playoffs because beating Bama in the game was our only chance for a championship. You might be right on that. Dogs choke again. I wouldn't even consider this a choke. Alabama was just better. Georgia did go up 10-0, so I guess you can technically call it an old Georgia choke, but it wasn't really a choke. Not overrated, overranked. Low, you get no credibility bringing up committee rankings. They are a joke. Well, if they're a joke, then why do people take them for what they are, and why do they matter the most? See, they're not a joke. Unfortunately, we are given what that committee gives us. So the committee is what it is. If you don't like the committee, I don't know what else there is to say. But still, Georgia has 3 top 25 wins. If you think Notre Dame's a better team than Georgia, I'd actually be surprised about that. But Notre Dame's schedule, especially these past 6 weeks, has not been anything near as level as SEC play. So, but it is what it is. It wasn't Bennett's play. It was all Bryce Young. He's the real reason Bama will be national champs. Yeah, I gave Bryce Young a lot of credit. He's your Heisman Trophy winner. He is the best player in college football right now. He really won the award last week against Auburn when he had that historical comeback. He goes 99, or was it 99? It was 99, 98, whatever, yards in a minute when it mattered most. He led Alabama to a win on the road against Auburn. That was a really impressive win. But then what he did today was unstoppable. But that defensive line for Alabama really, really did well today against Georgia's offensive line. The first quarter, Georgia dominated, but they only got 3 points out of it. So you can't beat Alabama only scoring 3 points in a quarter, and then you turn around and give up 24 points. That's where Georgia lost the game. Georgia's not a team that's going to come back from pretty much any deficit over 10 points. That's just not how they're not a team built to do that. They don't have the firepower on offense like Alabama or your Ohio States or who else? Or even, your Oklahomas. That's just not Georgia for you. If they're gonna win these games, they're gonna win in the trenches, and they just didn't do that today. Kirby is suspect at best. Kirby is a really good head coach. The problem is quarterback right now, and I can't really say too much. This game, great game. Oh, hold on, great game, UGA. Yep. Shout out to Bama. Bama's the best team right now. They might even be the best team in the country this year. So, but hey, the game is on the D. Yeah, the defense did not play as well as we'd like. The play calling, I didn't really like the play calling in the second quarter. I don't know why you're only sending 4 guys when you know how well Bryce Young does when he doesn't have any pressure. Bryce Young without pressure is by far the best passing quarterback in the country. When he has pressure on him, he's a lot worse. But still, giving up 24 points in the second quarter lost you the game. especially when your offense only scored, seven? Basically 7. It just is what it is. But the defense in the second half played really well because of Dan Lanning's play calling. If you notice, they started to bring pressure. They overloaded the left side. I don't think they had any sacks in this game. They had 0 sacks in this game. But, man, Bryce Young was putting Bama and giving Bama a lot of great opportunities, and Stetson Bennett just could not match that. Georgia at 5. That's what could happen. What's with Stetson Bennett? He was a former walk-on. He's doing everything he can. Only way Georgia gets in again, you guys really think Georgia's going to fall from 1 to 5? Notre Dame last year went from 2 to 4. That just doesn't. It's probably not going to happen. I think Georgia's probably going to be either 3 or 4 tomorrow. But I could be wrong. And hey, if Georgia's out, well, guess what? Then the committee's choosing the 4 most deserving teams. Is Georgia now one of the 4 most deserving teams? Probably not. Who are the 4 most deserving teams? Conference champions. If you want the 4 most deserving teams, you take the 4 conference champions. But if you want the 4 best teams, Georgia better be in your top 4 because they are our top 3 team. At worst, Georgia's a top 3 team. I mean, watch Georgia. See, here's the thing. Georgia's beaten teams by a combined average of 33.8 points per game from weeks 1 to weeks 13. I don't know what else there is to say. That's number 1 in the country. Point differential, Georgia was number 1 in the country. Defensively, they were number 1 in the country. Offensively, they were top 6 in the country. How is that not a top 4 team? Again, Georgia played their worst game of the year, and I said that. Bama played probably their best game of the year, or one of their best games of the year. But it does come down to one game, and Georgia played the best team that they played all year, and they came off 17 points short, and they got pretty much dominated in this game.